A chilling video surfaces online in late 2025, capturing a self-proclaimed mafia boss boasting casually about bribing South Africa's Police Minister Senzo Mchunu to sabotage the career of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, one of the nation's most effective crime fighters, not because he was corrupt, but precisely because he was getting too close to the powerful networks blending politics and organized crime. Spoken with the nonchalance of someone discussing a routine business deal, this confession isn't hearsay or anonymous leaks. It's raw, unfiltered admission caught on tape, exposing how deeply entrenched interests can weaponize state institutions against those who dare challenge them, leaving every South African to question if justice is truly blind or simply bought. The video, which circulated widely on social media platforms before mainstream outlets picked it up, shows the man, allegedly a key figure in KwaZulu-Natal's criminal underworld, relaxed and unapologetic, even amused as he recounts paying substantial sums, gifting a BMW, and arranging personal indulgences from Mchunu. His words paint a picture of a calculated exchange, money and favors to initiate investigations against Mkhwanazi, halting the general's relentless pursuit of political assassins, drug syndicates, and tender mafias that have terrorized the province for years. Mkhwanazi, as KwaZulu-Natal's provincial police commissioner, had built a reputation for fearless action. He led raids on corrupt police stations, dismantled criminal hideouts, and spearheaded the political killings task team, which arrested hundreds and secured convictions in cases long stalled by fear or interference. Established under presidential directive in response to escalating violence, where ANC councillors were gunned down over tenders and factional rivalries, the task team represented a rare pushback against the fusion of crime and governance in the region. Yet, in July 2025, Mkhwanazi publicly accused Mchunu of disbanding the team abruptly, not for inefficiency, but allegedly to shield high-level figures whose names were emerging in investigations. A mysterious letter surfaced, ordering the dissolution without consultation, bypassing even the national commissioner. Mkhwanazi learned of it through media reports, raising alarms about constitutional violations under Section 207, which mandates provincial autonomy in policing. The mafia boss's confession aligns eerily with this timeline. He describes warning politicians that Mkhwanazi was next on the trail, implying the general's probes were uncovering ties between syndicates and elected officials profiting from the chaos they were meant to curb. In a country still scarred by state capture under previous administrations, this revelation suggests the rot persists, with law enforcement repurposed as a tool for personal vendettas. What makes the video so disturbing is the boss's casual tone. He complains about using cheaper escorts from Kenilworth instead of his preferred options, then pivots seamlessly to celebrating Mchunu's promise to handle Mkhwanazi. It's as if bribing a minister is just another expense line in a criminal enterprise, normalized in a system where power protects itself above all. Mchunu, appointed to oversee the South African Police Service, was expected to champion reforms and combat corruption. Instead, the confession alleges he accepted inducements to target a subordinate whose only crime was effectiveness. If true, it erodes the foundation of public accountability, turning the ministry into a shield for the elite rather than a guardian of justice. Following the task team's disbandment, Mkhwanazi faced scrutiny himself. In 2023, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate probed him over an arrest, though charges were dropped for lack of evidence. Headlines smeared his name, employing classic character assassination tactics: plant doubt, watch reputation crumble, even without conviction. The boss finds this reversal ironic, laughing at how the hunter becomes the hunted while criminals operate untouched. His glee underscores a broader inversion: police resources diverted to internal witch hunts, allowing syndicates to thrive. In KwaZulu-Natal, where political murders claim lives weekly, such distractions cost innocent blood. Parliamentary committees and the Nhlanhla Commission, established to investigate Mkhwanazi's claims, have heard testimony about conflicting orders, botched operations, and possible cartel infiltration. Yet the video confession, public since October 2025, demands urgent escalation. Why hasn't it triggered immediate probes or suspensions? Civil society groups argue this exemplifies ongoing state capture, where criminal networks understand the system better than reformers. They manipulate tenders, influence appointments, and silence threats, all while governance fails to self-correct. Mkhwanazi's stand against this machine earned him public support, but also isolation. Transferred or sidelined in perceptions, his warnings about interference now seem prophetic amid the confession. Does one honest general stand a chance when the corrupt hold the levers? The boss admits one vulnerability: public outrage. He fears if citizens mobilize, demanding accountability, his schemes unravel. Praying for silence, distraction, and apathy, he bets on disengagement to sustain impunity. South Africa's media has covered the video sporadically, but without sustained pressure, stories fade. Parliamentarians raise questions in sessions, yet follow-through lags, allowing implicated figures to remain in power. Whistleblowers, activists, and honest officials watch closely. If a high-profile general like Mkhwanazi can be targeted, their risks multiply. The message rings clear: comply or be destroyed, accept bribes or face ruin. Constitutional safeguards, like independent oversight, exist on paper but falter in practice. As hearings continue into 2026, more details may emerge: financial trails, witness accounts, digital evidence. Ordinary South Africans bear the brunt: communities ravaged by unchecked violence, taxpayers funding dysfunctional services, voters questioning if power serves the people or protects the powerful. The confession's casual delivery amplifies its horror, corruption so embedded it feels mundane to perpetrators. Yet for victims of political killings, it's life and death. Leadership responses remain muted. Mchunu has addressed related allegations and commissions, defending actions as administrative, but the video demands direct rebuttal. Silence only fuels speculation. Broader patterns in KwaZulu-Natal reveal intertwined crime and politics: tenders sparking assassinations, syndicates infiltrating stations, factions within parties turning lethal. Reforms proposed: strengthened anti-corruption units, protected task teams, transparent appointments, gathered dust amid resistance. Will this confession finally force action, or join forgotten scandals? The video stands as undeniable proof, yet accountability hinges on collective will. If ignored, it signals surrender to capture. As South Africa grapples with this exposure, the crossroads loom: reclaim institutions through transparency and consequence, or allow shadows to deepen. The Mafia boss's words linger, mocking the system he manipulates. How long before public silence becomes complicity? What unnerves you more: the brazen confession itself, the alleged ministerial involvement, or the fear that public apathy might let it slide? Justice hangs precarious, waiting for voices to tip the scale.